Please hit the subscribe button for more content. Hello, welcome to episode 4 on the series of showing you how to use the Racing Bet Data website. Now, as ever, if you haven't watched the previous videos, I suggest you go back and watch those first before coming on to this one, as that they will lead into what we're going to show you today. And today in this video, we're going to show you two separate areas of the site, which are really easy to navigate, but just to give you an understanding of what they can do and where they are. First of all, we're going to start with the horse history stroke head-to-head section of the website. So simply clicking on this will bring up the options for you to filter by horses that you want to look at. So in this, what I'm going to do first of all is look at one horse in particular, and then we're going to do a comparison, which will find where those two horses have raced together and how that history looked. So you can select the first letter of the horse's name here. Now for the first horse, I'm going to be using A, so I don't need to change the filter. I just select here, and similar to the trainer jockey that we showed you in video 1, you can just start typing, and we're going to be looking at album photo, and we can click get history to bring up that full horse's history on the screen. Now, depending obviously how many races that horse has had will depend how quickly those load up. You can see here fairly quickly those have all loaded up. And profit table down the bottom, so you can see album photo. If you'd backed this horse in all 21 of its races using the industry SP, the Betfair SP, and the Place SP, all of these would have been profitable if you had backed every single one of those races. You can see here we started adding in the data from August 2020, all of this additional data on the right hand side here, but otherwise you have full data that can be scrolled and exported to Excel for further analysis, as you can with all of these outputs. Bring this one open. There you go. You can see all of this in Excel for further analysis. Take you back to the web page. Now, it's worth mentioning that all of the outputs, the dashboard, head-to-head, and the select date function that we're going to show you shortly, you can use the key of headings. If you don't understand any of these headings, they are all explained for you here. And further to that, we have the FAQ page, which covers a bit more in depth about what some of those are about. Now, you also have the key of place, which you can click. These are pretty self-explanatory when they're numeric, where the horse finished, but there are some abbreviated finishing places, if you like, within here that are alpha, so NR, non-runner, voided, pulled up, etc. These are all clickable and standardized throughout all of our data outputs. I did mention there's a second function here if you wanted to look at head-to-head. So we've looked at album photos full history, but let's compare the results of this this horse against Manila Indo, who they raced against each other a couple of times. So I'm selecting the M, and again here from the pop-up, you can type in your horse's name, Indo, and there you go. You can see found it here, navigate, and then select get history, and the database search is now going to compare where these two horses have raced together against each other in a head-to-head. You can see here there are 3 races, and you can see in the output those 3 races. So it only finds races where they've raced in the same race, and from those 3 races you can compare and see how profitable it would have been backing either album photo or Manila Indo in those 3 races. So that's how you can use the head-to-head functionality. Now on this video, I'm going to also show you how you can use Date Picker. So if we go to the dashboard, the main dashboard itself, you'll see switch to date picker, this option here. So if we click this button, this will allow you to use a calendar feature to select any date in history back to 2002 and find the races from that day. So let's go back to August 2022 and pick August the 19th. You can send it to screen or to Excel as always. Simply click the submit button, and it's going to give you the full output. As you can see here, again with your key of headings, key of place, scroll left to right to see all of your information. You can also send it to Excel, and again if you scroll to the bottom, you'll be able to see the summary of how the horses performed that day using favourites, industry, Betfair details, and also all of the summary of the races that happened on that day. Scroll back to the top, and again, as always, you can send that to Excel. If you want to return to the main dashboard, simply click here. So take you back to the main dashboard as there, and then you can go back to the date picker. We can use the menu navigation at the top. Either way works. Let's just show you one more thing, so that the horse history head-to-head that I showed you by selecting through here, you can also do that by clicking on a horse in the output. So if I generate a random date again, we've still got the August one in there, so just select any one of these horses. So you can see here by hovering over it, you get a hyperlink. If I click on that, it brings up the full history of Fiery Bond. So exactly the same way that you would see it if you were looking for it by searching through the head-to-head. So you've got that option, Girl from Italy. Let's have a look. If you want to see the full history of that horse, clicking on that button brings it up. Again, it will load the profit table for that horse down the bottom. If I scroll to the right hand side, again, you can see the full data. If you want to find out a bit more info around the jockey trainer combination, so Girl from Italy, if I select this little I button in here, it will tell you a breakdown of the jockey trainer combo, and how recently this horse last ran. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Plenty more to come. Please ensure you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel for more info. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more useful content.